Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, welcome to another video. This notebook I will be putting out on Saturdays from now on. So I'm trying to organize myself this year so that you're getting at least some content every week from me. Just because I've been very lazy in the last year and I've just been doing it when I want to do it. So now I'm doing it because I need to keep you guys in the loop with what I'm doing. So I've done a couple of pages in this already and I've done them on Saturdays. So I figured that I would just do this one and let you see what I'm up to. So I've already started. This is just a very rough plan of what I'm going to do. This book is going to be called Fabulous Florals because every page is going to have a floral tribute of some sort. Now all of this came out of a beautiful gardening book. So I'm oh gosh, let's do that again. I'm going to use everything in this floral book that I possibly can in this notebook. I've gone through and removed 5 double pages out of each signature, which is going to help make it not so gay. It will be a gator mouth book, it will be big, but it won't be out there. Okay, let's start going, have a look through. I'm going to call it Fabulous Florals, which will be in a playlist on its own. Please don't ask me what the name of some of the flowers are. I would not have a clue, and I didn't take a note of them when I was mangling the book. Sorry, dissembling the book. I had a takeaway meal from Subway, and this was on the sticker, or the sticker was on the wrapping. So I thought, this feels good, this feels good, why not put them together? It's a little bit bright, but I'm still happy with that. And birds singing on a rainy day always makes me smile, and that is so true. Now this one I did on the 6th. Once again, beautiful full page spread on these photographs. They're just absolutely stunning. This one I did on the 13th. I think these are daisies. I used Spellbinder's die to cut that out. I'd already pre-embossed the paper, so I thought, oh, I'll just try it, and it worked out quite well. Every now and then you can just see some of the embossing shapes there. They were not Swiss dots, but they were just dots. They were a little bit smaller than a Swiss. A bit bigger, sorry. And the butterflies that I've shown you different times, and some stickers. And I love that page. The page I'm going to be working on today, I've already started because it needed to be brightened up a little bit because the background is super dark. So I don't know if you can see that or not, whether the camera is going to be able to show you. But I used my little Kindy Glitz bottles, the gold, and the, what do they call this? I think it's just pink. Yeah, this one is just pink. So the gold I've put in the center of these little flowers, and the pinks I've gone around and put dots where everything was pink or red. I've covered it with the pink. So I was going to use a Polaroid frame that I made years ago and highlight that, but it just didn't stand out enough for me. So I was going through the book again and I found these tulips. Now see, I've saved the name, Tulipa Gregii Corsage. There you go. And I thought this one would stand out really, really well on the page. So let's cut it out. Where's a trusty pencil that I can go around the frame with. And because I got super duper clever and put stuff in the corners, I'm going to have to do some little bit of, no, I can't bend that one up, so we'll turn it around this way. Good if I could hold things square and hold them straight, that would be even better. Okay, bring out my trusty ruler and cut it just a fraction smaller because I don't want this poking out of the edges. just taking it down about 1/8 or 2 mil if you want to count it in millimeters. Milliliters, I don't know. Milliliter is a fluid, so it's millimeters. Okay, because this is wider than my little cutting thing, I'm going to have to do it by hand. Okay, that text is going to come in handy for a background somewhere. Ooh, they're pretty. It's also a tulip, believe it or not. The lily-flowered tulip. Okay. That can go in the rubbish bin. Those I will use almost immediately, so I'm not going to be hoarding little bits of paper. And I was watching Nat Williams get out her scraps the other day, and she was cutting them up and making smaller scraps after having used them, and I thought, I can't do that anymore because I just have got so much that I cannot justify keeping all my little scraps. I've got to turn them into something immediately, or they go in the bin within 24 hours. I'm being super strong with that because I've got so much of my collections everywhere in this house that it is just ridiculous. Using double-sided tape because the book pages are very fine, and I fear that the glue is going to come straight through and warp everything. I have not yet discovered a wet glue that doesn't warp in some form or another. I could use a glue stick, but that would get a bit messy in here. Yeah, way too messy. Let's not do that. There's my beautiful quick stick. Always found it a little easier to remove the backing if I just push the whole thing into the paper. It pushes the corner down that I'm trying to use and makes it easier to lift. Bottom, top. And now before I stick it in, oh yes. Yeah, that's going to look beautiful. Okay, now we'll double up with the tape. Well, not double up with the tape, put more tape on so that it's going to stick properly. Because it's got the little edges sticking out, but it really isn't enough to hold the whole thing in. We're in the no chat zone. Oh, look what I did when I talked. I got it crooked. When I spoke, sorry. There's a plane flying over in the distance, and it just sounded like a tummy growl. I was going to excuse myself, and I realised it wasn't my tummy at all, it was external. because this page has got the sprawly leaves instead of the nice tight cluster, that's where I'm going to put this pretty picture. Lovely. It doesn't take long. Once you've got this back page in place, it doesn't take long to do these at all, as long as you know what sort of feature you're going to want. Now, just having a little brain phase here. Yes, I can use this straight away. A little pencil line down there. Let's see if I can erase that without taking away too much of the picture. Right there, honey. Yes, you did hear correctly. I did call my work honey. I talk to myself and talk to my work and talk to anybody who'll listen. And it did fade it out on the edge, but never mind, that's all right. Because what I'm going to do is make a little envelope and perhaps stick it up over here. An envelope or a little pocket. A little pocket would look nice, I think. Let's see how I can do that. Not easily and keep the integrity of the flower. Let me just see what I can do here. Yes, I could do that. By folding it, it turned it into a little band. I'm just wondering what I can do with that. I'm going to try and keep this book not too bulky. Yeah, I think I might keep that fold, but what I'm going to do is turn it into a pocket with that stronger piece there. So I'll keep that in play. Let me just pop the book over here for a minute so that I'm not working off screen. Because I've realized with the camera facing the way I've got it now, I still need to work up underneath, almost underneath the tripod, so that my work is being shown. Because there's nothing worse than only seeing half of what you want to see. Okay, now a little thin bead of glue I think would be next. Come on, baby. Smack its little bottom and get the glue down. That's it. It doesn't need to be a walloping great blob of glue. Just a little thin line. This little pocket is not going to be used all the time. It's just going to have something in it that you can pull out every now and then and have a look at it and make sure it's all pretty. Yep. It's okay with the glue there, that's fine. We could make this a double pocket. No, let's not get too fancy here. Let's not get too fancy. Make a double pocket, I've got to have double stuff to put in it. Not that I'm really, really worried about that, because I have got oodles of things. Oodles and oodles. The tape wanted to split, so I think I might put a little bit of blue. Just a little ziggy-zaggy line. Just that much to hold it in place, just in case the double-sided tape decides to take a hike sometime. Beautiful. Now to make something out of the other two pieces, or other piece, I can have a ticket in there, can't I? Yes, 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 yes. I heard you. A ticket. A ticket. I need some paper to put on the backing because I don't want... Oh, that would be alright, actually. It doesn't have to be a hardback. Let me see what I can do here. It has to be a little thinner. A lot thinner. I'm going to fold the top over so that it's got a little bit of extra strength. This is thinking on the fly here, folks. This is not planned. Now trim a little bit off the bottom. Use the eraser again to get rid of that pencil mark. Right, now a little tiny bit of lace. Bring out my little backpack. Oh, perfect, I can cut some off that. Very good. It doesn't have to be a great big chunk, just a little bit. Not the best fabric scissors. The big ones are even worse, because these are paper scissors, they're not meant to cut fabric. Yeah, I don't mind the unevenness of that. Now, I'm not going to glue it, I'm going to staple it. Turn that up the right way. I think I just moved the lace so it's off center a little bit. Oh no, it's okay. It's reasonable. It's acceptable. Now, where's my little hammer so that I can in the lace and the staple is solid. Okay. A little bit of excess poking out there because I didn't fold it 100% straight, and it always tells tales on you if you don't do things right. It lets stuff stick out the bottom and it just doesn't make me happy. Okay, so we've got a pretty little thing to look at. And on that side, we've got something pretty to look at too. Now, that's already starting to come apart. That sucks. Okay. Washi tape. Washi tape. I've got some pretty floral that I think will do. Don't you hate it when things don't go to plan, even though you didn't plan them. You think you're being ever so clever by putting something different up, and all of a sudden it doesn't work. Got glue all over my fingers. Goodness gracious me. I don't think I want it that wide. Sorry, I just bumped the tripod. I'll put this little bit over this side. And then I'll tear another piece and put it down the bottom. And yes, I'm literally just tearing it because I like the rougher edge sometimes. Okay. Now, because I have got washi tape over the other side, I'm going to put some on this. Now, am I going to tear it? Leave it torn? Leave it torn or put it neatly? Tear it, Ruth, tear it. I will just cut that little top bit though. Oh, that didn't tear at all well. I was trying to do it on the roll. And sometimes it doesn't want to play the game right. That's better. Okay, well that ties that in nicely. I like that. I do like it actually. It's very pretty. I've impressed myself, ladies and gents. How often do we impress ourselves? Okay, let's get rid of these bits of rubbish off my table. Including that piece. And then put the lace back in the little sack. Date stamp. Put the needle back in my glue, otherwise it will be so jammed up I will not be able to use it. It was almost too late. Okay, put the scissors back. Quick sticks goes home, the pencil goes home. This is VersaFine Clear. Oh, and I've just stuck my hand in it. That was super smart. I've seen that before. I stick my arm somewhere else and get black ink everywhere. As I was saying, it's VersaFine Clear and the colour is Nocturne. And if you're a super klutz like me, you stick your hand in it. Okay, let's not repeat that. Put it up here. And check the date, the 20th, yep. And I'm going to stamp it right on here. There we go. 20th of January, 2024. Isn't that amazing? We've only just started the year and the first month is almost over. Absolutely amazing. I'm just cleaning my date stamp so that when I put it down on the table it's not going to discolour my cloth. Especially if I'm going to put it on the stamp thing like that, so it definitely won't discolour. Okay, there we go, folks. That is my double page layout for today. I do thank you very, very much for watching. I'd love it if you'd leave a comment so that I know who you are. Perhaps you could tell me where you're watching from. If you're in Japan or England or USA or Australia, wherever you are in the world, let me know, would you? Because I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch up with you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.